Have you ever been told you think too much? That you need to just relax and stop analyzing everything? Well, what if I told you that your overthinking isn't a weakness at all? What if the very thing people criticize you for is actually a sign of something extraordinary? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share will change the way you see yourself forever. Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone said, "You're overthinking this"? Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was an hour ago. And in that moment, you probably felt small, like something was wrong with you, like you were broken. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Science has proven that overthinkers have something most people don't. And it's not a curse, it's a gift. You see, researchers at the University of Toronto conducted a study that blew everyone's minds. They found that people who overthink, people who constantly analyze and question everything, actually have higher cognitive abilities. Let that sink in for a moment. Your brain isn't working against you. It's working harder than everyone else's. While others see the surface, you see the layers. While they accept the obvious, you search for the truth beneath. That's not a flaw. That's intelligence in its purest form. But let me take you deeper, because there's more. Another study from the Department of Psychology at King's College London discovered something fascinating. Overthinkers have what's called enhanced pattern recognition. Do you know what that means? It means your brain is constantly connecting dots that other people can't even see. You notice the small details, the subtle changes in someone's tone, the hidden meaning behind words, the way a situation could unfold in 10 different ways. Most people walk through life half asleep. But you're wide awake, always watching, always learning, always thinking 3 steps ahead. And here's where it gets really interesting. Harvard researchers found that anxiety and overthinking are actually linked to higher IQ scores. Now, I'm not saying anxiety is good, but what I am saying is this. That restless mind of yours, that constant stream of thoughts, it's not random. It's your brain operating at a level most people will never reach. You're not overthinking because you're weak. You're overthinking because your mind is powerful. So powerful that it refuses to accept simple answers. So powerful that it demands depth, meaning, and understanding in everything. Think about the greatest minds in history. Einstein, Tesla, Da Vinci, Van Gogh. Do you think they just casually thought about things? Number. They obsessed. They analyzed. They questioned everything. They overthought every detail until they found something no one else could see. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're not broken. You're in the same category as geniuses. Your mind is built differently, and that's not something to fix. That's something to embrace. But I know what you're thinking right now. If overthinking is so great, then why does it feel so exhausting? Why does it keep me up at night? Why does it make me doubt myself? And that's a fair question, because here's the thing. Intelligence without direction is like a car without a steering wheel. It's powerful, but it needs guidance. Your overthinking becomes a problem when you let it control you instead of you controlling it. But once you understand its power, once you learn to channel it, you become unstoppable. So let me give you something practical, something you can use right now. The next time your mind starts racing, don't fight it. Don't tell yourself to stop thinking. Instead, ask yourself this question: what is my mind trying to solve? Because every thought has a purpose. Every worry is your brain trying to protect you. Every scenario you imagine is your mind preparing you for the future. Instead of seeing it as chaos, see it as data. Your brain is giving you information, and the smartest people in the world know how to use that information. Here's another thing science tells us. Overthinkers are more empathetic. They feel deeper. They care more. They understand emotions on a level that most people never will. And that's because your mind doesn't just think about yourself. It thinks about everyone, how your words affect others, how your actions ripple through the world. You see consequences that others ignore. You feel emotions that others overlook. And that's not a burden. That's emotional intelligence. That's the kind of depth that changes lives. So the next time someone tells you to stop overthinking, I want you to remember this. They're not seeing what you see. They're not operating at your level. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to think the way you do. But you were built for this. Your mind is a gift. Your depth is a superpower. And the world needs people like you. People who question, people who analyze, people who refuse to accept the surface and dig for the truth. Because here's the final truth. The world doesn't change because of people who think like everyone else. It changes because of people like you, the overthinkers, the deep thinkers, the ones who see what others miss. So stop apologizing for your mind. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Own your intelligence. Own your depth. Own the fact that you think differently, because that's not a flaw. That's your power. And maybe, just maybe, the next time your mind starts racing at 2 in the morning, instead of wishing it would stop, you'll smile. Because you'll know the truth. You're not overthinking, you're outthinking. And that's something to be proud of.